Hey, it's Olga here from Degtyareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. And the topic of today's video is a lesson from Star Wars. Well, I've never watched that movie before. It just was not part of my culture, but I knew that many physicists that I hung out with, they said they grew up on Star Wars. So I never got around to fill that gap in my general education. But right a couple of weeks ago, one of our children just got into Star Wars, and Star Wars is everywhere. So we watched the episodes, the 4, 5, and 6. And we now been hunting on eBay for Lego figures for him as well, and just really getting the Star Wars Lego and stuff. And when we were watching one of the episodes, The Empire Strikes Back, and Yoda is giving one of his lessons to Luke, and he says, I'm quoting, "Do or do not, there is no try." And I've now searched it as one of the most quoted lessons of him. And if you know it and if you've heard it, that's great. But for me, it was like, wow, I was hearing it for the first time from Yoda. But why it struck me was that I've been teaching it to my private clients. I actually been saying it quite often. And today I said I'll share this with you, because even if you've heard that lesson from Yoda, and you may be not really you're not maybe applying it on an everyday basis, but it can really help you to increase your productivity. So I just wanted to share with you how you can apply it on an everyday basis and how I came across it. It was from my mentor. So I was attending a live event with her by live stream. She was teaching someone on stage, and she helped this person to, break everything down into small, manageable tasks and really show her how she can really experience progress with the project she was working on. And at the end of this conversation, that other person said, yeah, I'll try to do this. And she's like, well, no, there is no try. You either do it or you don't do it. And she actually illustrated it for her in this way. There was a chair on the stage, and she said, well, try to pick up this chair. Try to pick up this chair right now. And that person went and tried to pick it up. She says, well, now you're lifting it. So she put it down. Now you're not. And she tried it again. Now you're lifting it. And she put it down. Well, now you're not. And so there is no try. You're either lifting the chair or you're not lifting it. And when I saw that, for me, it was like, oh, wow. It was just like a light bulb went on. And so I felt like I can apply it to my everyday experiences when I want to go for something. I was like, I'll try to do this. And I was like, well, no, there is no try. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. And when you put it this way, it's like you're committing yourself. You are 100% in. You're just doing it no matter what. There is no try. There is no debate in your head. You're not like following the circumstances, or something comes up and I'm like, okay, that didn't work out. So you're really much more committed and you invested. And because it's really struck me when I heard my mentor saying it this way, I started to apply it on an everyday basis, and this is what I started to teach my private clients, and this is what I do for them usually. I listen to their current situation, to their challenges, and what is on their plate, and what they want to achieve. So we break it down into manageable, doable steps for them. So it's like really, they can just go and do it, because we take things into account, and I give them the tools how they can be in charge of the stage. And then by the end of the call, what I heard often is like, well, go and try and do it. I was like, well, no, there is no try. You either do it or you don't do it. And I also shared with them this analogy of lifting up the chair. And so basically they would need to tell me, well, I'm going to go and do it. And there is so much more commitment in their voice. And it's just like, no matter what comes up, I'm just going to do it. So I hope this serves you, this lesson from Star Wars. Do or do not. There is no try. This is how Yoda says this. All right, this is all for today. And your productivity for scientist assignment for this week is to become aware of when you say, oh, I'm just going to try and do this. And remember that there is no try. You either do it or do not. And just do it as if it matters. Just put 100% yourself in it and get it done. All right, this is all for today. Bye.